Hello everyone, welcome back at way2testing.com and my name is Chandan. So in this video we will cover the next interview question, which is that what is the wrapper class and whether wrapper class are mutable or immutable, and we need to prove that whether they are mutable or immutable. Okay, so before starting this one, and also we have covered these all interview questions in my previous session. If you have not seen, please have a look on them. So first of all, this is my website way2testing.com, and you will get all kind of study material over here. And same I have on YouTube, like a software testing tutorials, way2testing. Here you will get all kinds of the study material in form of the videos. Okay, now let's move on. Wrapper class. First of all, what is the wrapper class? Before that, we will go with the Java. So it is known as the Java is a object oriented programming language, but Java is not 100% object oriented or not a 100% of pure oops language. Why? Because it have a primitive data types. What do you mean by the primitive data types? And also in the interviewer will try to you can say confuse here, will try to make you confuse over here, like this one. Only there are 8 types of the primitive data type. Due to this one, Java is not known as a 100% programming language. You can say it is 99.9, means 100%. Oops language means each and everything should be in form of the object, but primitive data types are not a form of the object. So what are the primitive data types? They may ask you, like please note down the primitive data type. So they are the boolean, character, then byte, then we have float, and then we have integer, long, float, and double. Okay, so these are the basic 8 data types, primitive data types, due to which Java is not 100% object oriented language. But to cover these all things, we again have wrapper classes. Okay, so for each data type we have a wrapper classes. So what is the wrapper class? And also interviewer try to confuse you that string data type or something. So don't get confused. String is another part. String is a sequence of character and it is a object in Java. Only 8 types of the data type have a classes. So now for the boolean we have the class like a, let me give it name as a wrapper class. So for the boolean we have a wrapper class as a boolean. Then for the character, we have a character, CHARACTER. I think spelling is correct. H will be small, not a capital. Now for the byte, we have the B capital, this one. And then for the sort, we have the S capital, this one. And for the integer, INT, always remember, for the INT, we have integer, this one. Okay, then we have the long, float, and double. So So to, you can say, in Java we have classes for every data type, and these classes means for every data type or every primitive data type we have the classes, and these classes are known as the wrapper classes. Okay, so now let me do some operation in my Eclipse. Suppose that we have a program like this one. Okay, so now if I'm saying that int x is equal to 10, that means value of x is equal to 10. Now if I will say that integer I is equal to new, I am creating an object of my integer, which is a wrapper class, this one, and I am passing here like x. So now the value of I is equal to 10. Okay, so let me print this one. Control space. I will print the value of I, so you can see the output. Okay, now the value is of I is 10, means we have assigned the x value to the this one. Now let me take some other thing, like let me remove this one, and let me take another thing like Suppose that we have an integer like integer, and I will say that I is equal to new integer. Okay, and now I will pass a value here directly like a 20. Okay, so to now I need to take the value from this one. So what I will do that int x is equal to I dot, there is a method known as a int value. Okay, so this is the process that we can take the value from this one. Okay, so you must be thinking that if we will print the value of I over here, then what will be the output? You can see this one. Let me run this one. Okay, so these are the different methods that we can store the values of our primitive data type in a classes. Okay, so the thing that we have done here, it is known as unboxing. Okay, and the previously that we have done, like we have done x is equal to 10, and then we have passed the value of x is equal to, we have passed this value to y. Okay, so this process that we have done here, this process is known as the auto boxing. Okay, this process is known as the auto boxing. They may ask you that what is the mean by the wrapper class, what is the mean by the auto boxing, what is the mean by the unboxing. So now you are very much clear that what is the value of what is the meaning of the auto boxing and what is the meaning of the inboxing or unboxing. Now let's write a program to prove that your you can say that your wrapper class are immutable. So always remember, wrapper classes are immutable. Immutable means you cannot change. Okay, suppose that I am saying that some value over here, so you should know that we can never change the value once assigned to an object of the wrapper class. Okay, so now let me take an example like a integer is equal to new integer. Now suppose that the value of integer is 20. Okay, now I am saying that the before modification, let me print out a statement like a before modification value of x, and I will say that print x. Okay, so before modification value of x will be 20. Let me print it out. You will say that value of x is equal to 20. Now I will try to modify this value, so I will create again a static method like public static void modify. Okay, I will create a method, and what it will do, it will take an integer any value and it will say that x is equal to x plus 1. Means it will add 1 whatever value you will pass. So I will call this method as a modify, and I will pass my value of x. Okay, now so now x has become 11, and it will print the modified value over here. It is little bit confusing type. Okay, so now after modifying the value which have become 11, now I will again try to find the value of x. Okay, so in this way you can prove that your you can say the wrapper classes are immutable. So I am explaining the code again. I am just taking an object of the wrapper class integer and storing a value of 20. Okay, now I am printing the 20 again. Now I am trying to modify this 20 by a method like x is equal to x plus 1. It will become 21. Now after modifying, I am again printing the value of x, so it will not get modified. Let me run this one. you will get much more clear. So you can see that before modification value of x is 20, means here. Now you have called the method to modify the value of x. So it have printed like 21. Now it should print 21, but again I have run the code to verify whether my value of x has been altered or not. So again it says 20. So always remember, wrapper classes are immutable in Java. That means the value of objects of the wrapper class will never be changed. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.